Welcome in Craft and Design 3.0. For my dear audience, in this video, I will describe some different and much beautiful ideas of die, bullet, shell, scrap, junk, recycling, ideas, different other ideas for making a thing from bullet shell. Dear audience, when we talk about a bullet shell, then different question arise in our mind, like as what is the purpose of a bullet shell, or what is the bullet casing made of, or who invented a bullet shell, or which material is used in bullets, and how many things made by a bullets. In rifle, pistol, and machine gun ammunition, the word shell usually signifies the casing ordinary of brass that contains a propulsive charge, and in which the bullet is seated at the neck with the primer in an open cup at opposite end. So, what is a bullet casing made of? Cartridge case are most commonly made of brass, although steel is also widely used, and cases of for shotgun pellets and are made of brass and cardboard. So the first truly modern cartridge was patented in Paris in 1846 by Benjamin Holler. This cartridge was patented in both rimfire and center fire variants and used either copper or brass casings. It was the first all metallic cartridge to become popular and therefore forms the basis of many modern rounds. So, which material is used in bullets? So, bullets for hunting and target shooting typically are made of lead, or may have a lead core with a copper coating, and may include inserts made of plastic or other materials. Caliber is a measure of the outside diameter of the bullet. So, how are bullets shells made? So, small arms cartridge cases are primarily made from a grade of brass called cartridge brass. Slugs of materials are blanked from sheets of a metal. So, the slugs are then formed to a desired shape by passing them through a series of drying dies. So, what is a bullet shell called? Cartridge, a unit of ammunition made up of a cartridge case, primer, powder, and bullet, also called a round or load, sometimes incorrectly called a bullet. Cartridge case, the container for all the other components that comprise a cartridge, sometimes incorrectly called a shell. So, shell casing, brass, or hull. The basic component of ammunition are the case, primer powder, and projectile shot shell have an additional component called wet. So, what metal is used for bullet shell? Brass is the most commonly used material in the production of the modern cartridge case. So, mild steel cartridge cases and bullet jackets are manufactured outside of the United States. So, another alternative material is aluminum alloys, which is used to produce center fire cartridge cases. So, how do bullet casing work? The main defining component of the cartridge is the case, which give the cartridge its shape and serves as the integrating housing for other functional component. So, it acts as a container for the propellant powders and also serve as a protective shell against the element. It attaches the projectile either at the. So, why are bullets called shells? Early gardeners' grenades were Holocaust iron balls filled with gunpowder, and shells were similar devices designed to be shot from artillery in place of a solid cannonball. Metonymically, the term shell from the casing came to mean the entire ammunition. So, what is the difference between a bullet and a casing? So, keep in mind when people talk about ammo casings, they are only referring to the case portion of the cartridge. It has nothing to do with what the actual bullet is made of. So why are bullet called round? The bullet is actually the tip of the round. The casing, usually the cylindrical body of the round house, is the gunpowder. So what you understand as a complete bullet is actually a round. Round comes from when soldier had to reload after each round of firing. So, can a bullet be plastic? A type of reusable plastic. A bullet intended for short range target practice using conventional mm, uh, handguns is available, designed to be propelled purely by an ordinary cartridge primer. Spear plastic bullets, the only widely available brand, or flat nosed hollow plastic cylinder are available in 357. So, what is a bullet format? A bullet point is a symbol that is used in writing to introduce an item in a list. A commonly used symbol to represent a bullet point is a center dot, but many different symbols and characters can be used in bullet point lists. Sometimes bullet lists even use number and or letters. So some three means types of bullets is also full metal jacket, commonly used for target shooting and competition. FMJ, it's short term. So hollow point HP, commonly used for self defense, and soft point, commonly used for self defense. Also, it can be used. So what is a bullet and a shell? A bullet is an inert projectile that comes out of the barrel after a round is expanded. A round is a bullet and propellant, so the thing that has yet to be fired. A shell is like a round, but the projectile is not inert. It is not a bullet, but instead contains some other payload, like high explosive, for example. So why are bullet shells made of brass? The primary reason brass is used for bullets instead of aluminium is its increased durability and reliability. So brass is a much harder metal than aluminium, which means it's less likely to deform or break when fired through a gun barrel, something that could happen with an aluminium bullet due to its softer makeup. So, what machine make bullet taper press for rifle cartridge cases is a machine makes bullet casings. So, is a shell a weapon? A shell is a type of projectile used in weapon. It is filled with explosive other things such as an incendiary device. It is similar to a bomb, but is made to be shoot out of a gun. And shell are usually larger caliber projection fired by artillery and armored vehicles and warships. So there are things I think that my video and my ideas much interesting for you. If interesting, then subscribe my channel and like my video and share my video. So thank you very much, guys.